Let's talk Lakers Warriors. If you guys missed the game, head to the NBA. Head to the NBA YouTube and check it out. It was a great game. First, preseason opener. Didn't really expect much. We knew there was going to be a lot of lineup changes. I saw Steve Kerr. He swapped in. I think 17 guys played, if I'm not mistaken. The Lakers, they were doing the same. Preseason's basically to get a feel for the guys so they can correct certain things that they've been working on in training camp, etc. But we're excited. Basketball's back, and we're here to give you the rundown of hopefully every game this season. Sometimes we won't. Sometimes it'll be a late. But yeah, let's talk Warriors Lakers. So we're not gonna get to the cream of the pot right now, but let's talk Chris Paul, CP3, his debut with the Warriors, and he came out he came out great. He started with the Warriors, dropping dimes. He had his patent little fadeaway. It worked out great, man. I see what they were going for, and I see that Chris seems to be buying in, and he's sort of, I wouldn't say he's good, feeding everyone else. And I think most people talked about him and Kuminga, but there's so many new faces on the team and so much potential. I really see him just dishing out to everyone and making everyone better, because whatever team CP3 has gone to, he's just only made them better. So let's talk Steph. Steph looked great, dropped the threes, in the mid-range. He wasn't doing nothing too much. Vets, they're not going to be out for too long. Just little feelers here and there. Clay going to be Clay, man. Clay was out there. What did he get up? I think like 10 shots and a half. This is definitely contract year Clay, because he is in a contract year. But, Clay's going to be Clay, hopefully throughout the year. His some things that he does, he's not too hasty and takes shots too quick. But, Clay's nuclear. So at any moment, he can go off like that, Let's talk one of our rookies, Brandon Podjemski. I don't know if I'm butchering that. I probably am. If I am, I apologize, dude. But he looked great. He looked comfortable. I know he said, on his post game that he was a bit nervous, but he looked like he fit in right there. People were quick to judge him after, a few summer league games, saying that he'll be a bust, etc. But more times than not, a lot of people who don't play well in summer league and they come to the league, they end up just getting their wings and shooting up to the stars. So he looks great. Dropped a few dimes. Wasn't afraid to take the three. Wasn't afraid to take it to the hole. You can tell. And with him being surrounded by CP3, Steph, the other point guards they have on the team, it's only a matter of time before he just gets even better, because he's really young. Now let's talk Kuminga and Moody, actually. Moody, you can see all of the offseason work is paying off. He's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not as frantic as he used to be last year or the year prior. You can tell that, not that he was frazzled, but every time he went up, you would be scared when he came back down, because it was just wild. It was just a wild man out there. But he looks a lot more under control. He's coming to the point where he's taking his time. And again, it's their third year. This is the year you want them to take off. Now Kuminga, he's been working real hard. We've seen some of his off-season workouts and off-season drills that he's been going through. Man, he has been killing it in the gym. And I don't want to jump the gun or anything. It's just one preseason game. But he looked great out there. He looked comfortable. I think what was it? There was the post up on, I forget his name. He's not a small guy, but there was a post up on him. He looked great out there, man. He looked great. What did he make? 4 out of 8 threes. But he did have 5 turnovers. We want to limit that, because 5-6 turnovers, yeah, that's a little too crazy. But other than that, the kid looks great. And I will say, if he can be consistent, if this can be his, this is game in, game out, 20 plus score because he scored 24, then I'm gonna call it right here. The Warriors might win the chip. If this kid can be consistent like this, the Warriors might win the chip. You heard it here first. I know Vegas has got the Bucks and they've got the Celtics and they've got the Suns and they've got, all the other teams. But if this kid can be as consistent as this preseason game, then the Warriors are winning the chip. You heard it here first. Let's talk Looney. Looney looked good out there. I will say though, him and CP3, they're gonna have the slowest pick and roll in the NBA. However, that pick and roll is gonna be so potent because as you can see, CP3 just kind of floats in the air and passes passes it to Looney real lightly and just off the glass. And you have Wiggins. Oh man, CP3 is gonna. He's gonna be a difference maker, and I see why they wanted someone like him on the squad. Not saying anything bad about Jordan Poole besides his defense, but they needed somebody to control the pace and just the floor general that CP3 is. And I know I said earlier, if Kuminga can do this, then he can. If Kuminga can stay as a consistent scorer, and they have their defense going up, then this could be a year they win the chip, and this could be a year that Chris Paul gets his first ring. Fingers crossed for the guy, man. He's been in the league 19 years now, so hopefully he can. Let's talk Dario Saric. Now this was a pickup that the Warriors really, really, really wanted, and they actually got him, and I can see why. He is such a textbook fit for what they do. It is like just fine wine how seamlessly he fits in. The quick dimes, the quick thinking, and don't forget about that three because you have to respect it. And with that, opens up spacing. And with spacing, oh man, it's gonna be a fun year for the Golden State Warriors. It's gonna be a fun year for the Golden State Warriors. Let's throw in some Lakers in there. LeBron didn't play tonight. What's his name? Austin Reeves didn't play tonight. Maybe they'll play next game. They play the Warriors, I think it's Friday. But they have a lot of talent. That team has a lot of talent. The only thing is, can they put it together? And because they could be at the top of the league, if I'm being honest. If you got a guy like LeBron leading the ship, like they could be at the top of the league with all the talent that they have. Is just putting it together. But I'm not gonna discount anything that the Lakers are doing. They put together a great squad. They have a lot of things going. They got some great rookies on their team, and they have some good second and third year players. So let's see what LeBron can do, man. If anybody can do it, he can. Let's see what he can do and where they end up this season. I'm excited to see what they, bring to the table and what they can offer. And, it's going to be a fun season. There was a lot of moves made in the offseason, and, we're just excited to see what's to come this season. I'm excited. We're going to cut this one short. We don't want to make it too long, but stay tuned. We got more coming. If you got any comments, if you got any, whether negative or positive, we want it all. Put it down in the comments. We'll try and stay as active as possible to keep things going. Follow us on Instagram, Win It Media. We're going to have everything flowing. We don't have a logo yet, but we'll have everything created soon. And just follow us on Twitter at Win It Media as well. And, we'll try and keep you with the loop with NBA news, movie reviews, and TV shows. Thanks, guys.